Last few weeks in America, there have been children shot at a school in Nashville and people shot when being in a mistaken location. Vice President Kamala Harris says 1 in 5 Americans has now been affected by gun violence. Paul Spade checks that claim for PolitiFact.
How prevalent is gun violence in America? Take a look at what Vice President Kamala Harris said during a civil rights convention last week.
You've seen the statistics? Gun violence is now the #1 cause for death of children in our nation. And a heartbreaking 1 in 5 Americans has lost a family member to gun violence.
Now, we know Harris is right about gun violence being the #1 cause of death in children because PolitiFact checked that claim a while ago. But what about that second statistic? Have 1 in 5 Americans really lost a family member to gun violence? Actually, that's about right, according to a recent survey conducted by the Kaiser Family Foundation. The health research group asked 1,200 adults a range of questions about their experiences with guns, whether they've been threatened or injured by one, and 19%, down here at the bottom, said they have at least one family member who died because of a gunshot wound, either by someone shooting them or by suicide. Now, that result is similar to a poll last year that had slightly different wording, finding that 21% of people knew someone who experienced gun violence. The question didn't mention death specifically. And that foundation number that Harris quoted is a little lower than another survey where 15% said that someone they care for was actually killed by a gun. Still, that's not far off from that first survey Harris mentioned, which largely backs up her claim. That's why the Truth Meter rates her claim mostly true. You can find more gun violence statistics in our story at WRAL.com.
All right, bringing things